moving forward, each chapter that we have will have a physics section and then an anatomy and physiology section. So the book is organized in that way, where first we discuss the physics topics, and then we talk about applications of those topics into the human body. And some of the A and P section, I'm certain that you'll have had in biology 114 through 117. So hopefully some of that is a review for you. Um, in this section, we're going to look at muscles and bones and joints. There are three types of muscles: the skeletal muscles, the cardiac, and the smooth muscles. In this section, we'll mainly deal with the skeletal. These connect to the skeleton, and they cause large external movements. Lifting something with your hands, your arms, running, those sorts of things. The cardiac, that's your heart. We have a whole section on the heart when we get into fluids. And then the smooth muscles are used to move fluids, your digestive tract, etc. All right, we'll have those in other sections, but now we're going to deal with our skeletal muscles and the bones and what have you. There are two places where the muscles attach to the bones, and those are called the insertion point. That's the end that causes the bone to move. So where the insertion point is where the bone is moving. And then the origin, right, that's where that motion originates, if you want to think of it in that way. This end is attached to the bone that doesn't move. So if you think of, I don't know, doing like a fly or whatever, where you're lifting your whole arm up, the insertion point, if you're using I guess you're using your deltoids in that case, the insertion point is somewhere on your upper arm, and then the origin is up on your shoulder, and that causes your arm to move like like you're flapping your wings like a bird. A joint is where two or more bones meet. And a synovial joint will allow for large movement. Synovial joint is like here. This is, I don't know what this is, but I have these two bones that come together, and they actually have a fluid in here, hence synovial, called synovial fluid. We'll talk about this fluid in a later chapter when we get into the chapter on fluids. Notice also that there is cartilage there to protect the bones from bumping up against one another. You do need to know the different types of joints. And on the next page, I show some of the most common joints. The book talks about some of these, and we'll talk about them in the class as well.